Hey there, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to the Nook. For today's workout, you need one weighted object. I'm using a dumbbell. If you don't have a dumbbell, no worries. Fill up a water bottle full of ice and use that as your weighted object. You also going to need a chair. So this can be a regular dining room chair. I have a folding chair today, but we're going to use it for some stability as we work our upper body and core and give those legs a rest today. Move your things out of the way. I'm going to put feet facing the same direction, arms up like you're in the shape of an X. Take one hand, reach towards the opposite, maybe knee, shin, or foot, and then right back up. Opposite way, hand goes to the knee, shin, or foot, alternating back as you press down, your hips rock back. And if you're dealing with tight hamstrings or tight glutes, keep a little bend in those legs. They're gonna be our base for a lot of things today. That's why we also need to warm up our legs, even though this is an upper body workout. Arms come back, keep the legs wide, big arm circles all the way back. Thumbs go up towards the sky, then point back behind you, opening up your chest. One more back, and then bring them shoulder height. And it's a lean. Shift those hips one way and then the other. So now we have that mobility of the hips, the obliques, these strong muscles on the side of our body, warming up. And then we're gonna make it big. Reach it up and over. Those hips still go. Switch, reach it up and over. Because we're doing single-sided weight today, your core will be engaged, turned on the entire time. So think belly button towards your back. Shoulders will be relaxed and down. Last one each way. Keeping still the feet nice and wide. I'll show you from the front and from the side. Thumbs go towards the sky. We go into a Y, drop it down, we go into a T. So as you lift your thumbs, your range of motion, try to get them high and then squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back. I have a pretty big knee bend in both of my knees. Give myself a good foundation. Last one each way. And relax it. Grab that weighted object. I have my dumbbell today. Option for most of these today, you can do it standing or you can do it sitting. I'm gonna sit and put the weight in one side. My elbow is going to be shoulder height and then a little bit in front. First one, press up and down to shoulder height. It's up. Everything else is still. It's just the arm moving. Make sure you're breathing. Spine is nice and tall. Belly button pulled in. Remember that cue throughout. Last two. And one. Safely set it down, switch it over other way. Same setup. Elbow, shoulder height, a little bit in front, and then press up. So we shift that weight and do these unilateral exercises so the rest of the body is working also. Talk about efficiency. Remember, don't drop that elbow too much. Last two. And one. Stand it up. So if you were already standing, great. Options here, we're coming out to the side. So hand on the hip, weight will come to the side, no higher than shoulder height. If you want to add the lower body, it's here. Little lift and down. Little lift and down. Foot is flexed. There will be a little weight shift. Try not to totally collapse into the side that's not working. And your knee is facing forward. So it's not about how high you get your knee up. This outside of your hip is the one that's working. Last two. And one, switch it over, no break, no pause, right to the other side. Check in with your leg, knees forward, foot is flexed. You should feel it on the outside of this hip on your leg and then of course the entire arm. Last two. Keep that form, keep that balance. Nice work. Have a seat. So this can be just arm. So what I'm gonna do is my palms facing me, I'm gonna bicep curl, hammer curl. So now the opposite leg, if you want leg work, hammer curl with the extension, drop it down. Now, if you have knee issues, you're not doing your lower body today, don't do the leg, just do the arm. And we want, I know it's hard to see, actually I'll turn it to the side. Don't let your arm go completely straight. This is called time under tension. So it's a little bend at the bottom, and then I don't come all the way to the top so it can rest. So a full range of motion is barely down, almost straight, not quite to rest at the top. And then notice my spine, straight and strong. Last two. And one, switch it over. Same variations, palm faces you for the hammer curl. You do one, you get that range of motion. Remember, it's not straight at the bottom. And then arm bends, leg goes straight. Sitting up nice and tall, chin nice and parallel to the floor. Not fully straightening your arm. You know, it's hard to see on this side. I flipped around. If you're adding the leg, it's active. So when it comes out straight, you're working this quadricep muscle so the leg is straight, even if you have to drop your heel a little bit. Last two. And one. Stand it up, bring the weight with you. We're gonna use our chair for the next one. So face the chair. My weight is in my right hand. My left leg goes forward. My right foot is turned out at a 45-degree angle just to give myself a foundation. My hips go back, my back is flat. Now, if this is too much in the stretch of the left leg, bend it, try to square your hips as much as you can to the chair, and then it's a row. Eyes down towards that thumb. So it's slow and controlled. Don't let gravity pull straight down. It's under all your power. Keep that back nice and flat. You don't want to curve in it. Last two. And one. Set the weight on the chair. Switch your hand first, then switch your feet. Your left leg turns out at a 45-degree angle just to get that base. My right leg is straightish. My back is flat. My hips are square to the earth. I drop the weight and I row. That elbows come in close to the body. So much it's rubbing against the rib cage or the side of your body. And then my gaze is down. Long cervical spine, the very tip top of your spine. Excellent. Check in with your core. Is it tight or is that belly falling towards the floor? Last two, belly button towards your spine. And one, relax it. Put the weight down for a moment. We don't need it for the next one. Have a seat in the chair. You're gonna be up, think high on your tippy toes. So you're here, we're gonna march it out. So you're super high on those toes, just the big toe touches if you can do it. Lean back slightly, but don't use the chair. Slight tuck of the tail, engaging through those lower abdominals. Now, if you need less, plant the foot down. It's not on the tippy toes. It takes out the work of the legs and a little bit of the core. Pull your shoulders back and down. For more, lift the arms. You got four. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Relax those arms if they lifted. And then turn your chair around or go behind it if you have space. I'm gonna turn mine around so you can see our next move. Our legs are gonna be similar to the row. So front one, facing forward. Back one can be off at a little angle. Now we're holding the back of the chair. Square your hips as much as you can towards the chair. Now the elbow's going to be here and it's a kickback. And your body might look a little bit different than mine. I'm tall, I'm almost 6 feet tall. So if you are down, not looking like this on your chair, that might be why. But the elbow stays up. We straighten all the way and then we just return to 90. So it's not a swing. It's not here using the momentum. It's to 90 and kick back. Keeping those hips nice and square, that elbow really high. And then the hand's just there for some balance. You don't need it, that's fine. Keep it off. You just want to be working one single side, every single move today. Last 2. And 1. Switch it over, switch the weight, switch your legs. Square those hips as much as your body's physically able to. Then the elbow comes up, you'll see mine behind it, 90 degrees. And then kick back straight, and then 90 degrees. Again, your spine is long, think tailbone to the tip of your head. Keep that elbow up, and remember, only return to 90. Last 2, tiny muscle group, lots of work. And 1, relax it. Have a seat in the chair. Now, if you have a dumbbell, and this becomes difficult on this one in particular, you can also do this standing. I'm gonna have my feet a little wider. It's gonna be a front raise. So you can do single arm, but if your weight is too heavy for you to come here and do single arm straight out, right in front of your face, do both. You can do the double. So you'll do the double for both of our rounds today. I'm gonna start with one hand on the hip. It just reminds me, long, tall spine, right out, right to eye level, and then slowly drop it down. Tiny bend in the elbow, but no break in the wrist. So as you look out, that wrist is perfectly straight over that middle knuckle. So good, so strong. Keep lifting it as high as you can. If it gets a little bit lower, that's okay. Just make sure it doesn't drop fast to the bottom. Last 2. Last 1. Now, if you did the double, just keep going. If you did the single, we switch arms. This is it for arms today. Yes, your shoulders are shot. That's okay. That's the goal. Super efficient workouts. That's what I'm about. Who's got an hour to go to the gym, much less drive there and drive back? Not moms. That's right. I know that much for sure. You got it. Try not to swing it. Last 2. And 1. Stay seated or stand it up. We're going to do one last one for core. Weight on one side, hand on the opposite hip. Little tip over and up. If you're seated, it's the same thing. That weight drops to the floor and here. Shoulders are facing forward. Hips are facing forward. If you want more, take that hand up over the top and then shoulder height. If you're standing, there's a tiny knee bend. Last 2. And 1. Stand up first, switch the weight. If you're seated, same thing, other side. So you can do this one seated. If you're having some lower body mobility issues, do it seated. If you can stand, stand. If you want more, add the reach. And when you drop it, it just comes back to straight spine, elbow, shoulder height, just like we started the workout with. We've come full circle. Last 2. And 1. Safely set that weight down. If you're setting it on a chair, make sure it's not rolling. Take one more big inhale all the way down, all the way up. You can do this seated also. Bringing your hands to heart center. And I always like to thank myself for showing up because it is not always possible in this crazy mom life to make it happen, but I promise you, it is always worth it. Go have a great day. I'll see you next week.